Morning, guys. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Wow, is it ever cold out here? Just take a look at that cup, man. It looks like it's lit up its own cigar. It's steaming so bad. Man, alive. Really cold. And we've got a big, nice, chilly wind coming in through here. But I'll tell you what, guys. It is good to be alive. You come out in nature like this and you feel it and you feel like you're a part of it. I really, really love it. Anyhow, reading two articles this morning. And the first one had to do with a article on the shipping and freight companies. And the article is proposing this suggestion. It says, look, when was the last time that you actually heard of freight companies laying drivers and stuff and people off right before the Christmas rush and Black Friday and such? And I thought, you know what? You got something there. I can't remember ever hearing a time during the late fall, during the November rush and the December rush where you saw, all these shipping companies laying people off. But that's what's going on. Now, that is a big pulse on the economy. It says absolutely lots and reminds me of the video that we did just a few weeks back when we were talking about these big container companies like Maersk, and they're saying, hey, look, guys, we're not seeing the volume that we've seen in the past. And it is a telltale sign that, the global shipping industry of shipping goods all around the world is slowing down big time. And that is a telltale sign that there's going to be some economic pain down the road. And guys, I think we really are going to see that. So if you're wanting to get out there and do a little shopping before Christmas, if you can, hey, look, I understand there's lots of folks out there that are truly hurting right now. And Christmas may not look like it has in the past. Just know this, the reason of Christmas there, guys, is those first 6 letters, right? The reason for Christmas, those first 6 letters. Let's all remember that. For God so loved the world, he gave. That's how I look at it, man. So no matter what, there's something always to celebrate at Christmas time, in my view. Now, the second article was more telling and eye-opening. And guys, for us in this crypto space, we could almost smell this coming a mile away. So I am literally going to put a link into this description here so that you can read this article all the way through for yourself, because it is just something else. JP Morgan has come out there and has basically said the whole FTX collapse, it's going to be good for crypto. You know why they're saying it's going to be good for crypto? Because it's going to inch the crypto space closer and closer to coming in to institutional adoption and into the old rails. Now, hello, have we not been talking about that practically ad nauseum, that this is the end game as is? It wouldn't be a bit surprising to me to find out that some of these big boys that bankrolled all this nonsense are all the way back in behind all this, because that has been their end game from day one. Look, crypto is not going away. For all those that think, oh, it's going to zero, it's going to crash, I'm telling you what delusional thinking that is, because they're adopting it like crazy. You've got JP Morgan in there, you've got Goldman Sachs, you got BlackRock, you've got all the big boys, you've got the IMF, you got the WEF, the Bank of International Settlements, on and on and on. They are totally bringing this into pass. And crypto is not going the way of the dodo, not even close. Now, will there be a lot of crypto projects that will go to zero? Yes, I believe that 100%. You got what, 10,000 projects out there right now? That herd is going to get called way, way down to, I think maybe you're going to see, I don't know, maybe a few dozen. It could go even that deep. But at the end of the day, it's going to be around now. I often think of it like this. It's kind of like, the institutional, traditional stuff. They're like the big brother. And so then crypto comes along. So they don't have any interest in dealing with the infancy of crypto, a little baby there. And then, we go through a couple of cycles and, crypto's in its toddler stage. And they're like, yeah, no, still kind of, getting under my feet and it's an annoyance. Then crypto, like it is now, starts getting into the adolescence and their teen years. They're starting to mature. Well, now the older brother's kind of like, well, maybe I'll let them tag along with me a little ways. And the relationship starts getting closer and closer until you see full maturity come on and crypto starts getting into its massive productive years. You know, like a kid when they get into their 20s and early 30s and they're just starting to really produce. I'm telling you what, guys, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. Don't kid yourself. And this article that I just read there, it is just another confirmation as sure can be. Now that's how I'm viewing it. And for those of us that are weathering these storms, I'm telling you what, if you've just gotten through this whole FTX thing and you did not get shaken out of your positions, and in fact, for those of you that even went out and bought more and took advantage of these massive dips, you can just pat yourself on the back. You've literally stepped from this level to this level, and I would say you can classify yourself an OG now because, look, that's what all of us have had to endure in this space, literally watching 30, 40, 60, 70% drops and then some massive booms. Now look, another thing I want to make note is this. When this whole space, this digital asset space, gets adopted into the traditional rails, all these massive major moves, when you see 10x, 50x, 100x, you're not going to see that anymore. You're going to see, you might see the 1, 2, 3x returns and stuff, and the basic 10 to 12, 14% returns you may see in the traditional market. But these 100%, 300%, 500%, look, guys, even in the dip, and I have said this before, and on multiple assets. Now, I usually always use Cardano as my example because I was getting it at 4 cents, and it's just an easy one to kind of translate in a person's mind. But look, I was picking some of these assets up sub half a cent, and a lot of them, I am still up multiple, hundreds of percents from when I bought them, even in this dip. So I'm telling you guys, the volatility that we're seeing now is such a blessing for us, but it's not going to last forever. And just know that, you know, there is going to come a time when a lot of folks will have missed the train and it will have left the station. And that's just that, and because you're not going to see the prices swings like you are now. Take a look at Amazon in the traditional market. Those folks that got in way back at the beginning and weathered all the stuff that it went through and all the years that Amazon didn't even produce a profit. Look at them now if they held on to that. Unbelievable life-changing wealth. Well, that's what I'm going to see in this. That's what I believe. That's what you're going to see, those of us that are in this space. But now, you're not seeing those massive moves up in price anymore on Amazon. Yeah, you're seeing the monthly and all the, that kind of stuff that's going on. But it's pretty, stabilizing in there. But it's not like those massive ups and downs. And so what I'm saying there is, look at this. And thank your lucky stars, thank the blessing of God, actually, and that we have this opportunity that we have right now because it is going to change lives, no doubt. And you know what, guys? When it happens, folks are going to ask you 2 questions. First question they're going to ask is, how'd you know? And you're going to say, well, I had my ear to the ground. Second question I'm going to ask is, why didn't you tell me? And you're going to say, I told you about 1,000 times. You weren't listening. Now, that's what I believe. Well, guys, I hope you have a great day. And hey, don't forget, this Saturday is our live stream to celebrate crossing over that 10,000 sub threshold. And I've got some amazing stuff to share with the entire community. It's going to be a blessing to the whole community. I kid you not. So I really hope to see you there. But for the rest of today, I hope you have a good one. And we've got an amazing video out for you later on. So until then, guys, have a great day and take care.